This is the 2023 Virgin Active 947 Ride Joburg mountain bike.
Today it's 50 kilometers. It's a jam-packed field of superstars, and the pace is going to be incredibly quick. We've got so many people coming. It's going to be a whole experience, lots of entertainment, and certainly a great day to spend with friends and family. Watch the action with us. We hope you enjoy it.
Yeah, tactics is just to try and be first at the finish line. I don't have any tactics for today. Yeah, the field is quite packed. Awesome racing against some of the youngsters, like all the juniors that's also fast this year and ready to dice as. And yeah, it's lekker because it's their type of racing as well. So yeah, awesome field. A lot of different guys in the mix, and yeah, I'm really looking forward. The weather is way better than last year. A bit more dusty, so yeah, I think the route's gonna be awesome.
Today's very different to last year. There's no rain, it's sunny, it looks like it's going to be a warm day, so yeah, conditions are going to be different, so yeah, a little bit different racing. Yeah, and there's a lot of strong guys here today, so it should be good.
Well, I'm really looking forward to doing the full route. Last year it was literally thunderstorms at the start and it got delayed, so we did a shorter route. So I'm really looking forward to explore everything Steyn City has to offer, and I think it'll still be a fast, nice, explosive, quick race. So I'm looking forward to it, quite cross-country style, I guess.
The big guns were out and ready to race on a perfect morning for some high-octane action at Steyn City. The top teams in the land, Tiger Eurosteel, Imbuco Type F Giant and Insect Science were all represented. The young guns were keen to flex as well. Johan Fourie de Villiers, Jordan Boshoff, Ernie Roots as they charged away on the 50 kilometers, all within the boundaries of Steyn City.
Yeah, no, Steyn City is really cool. Yeah, riding some sidewalks, and yeah, there's like I think 80% or 90% of the trails are single track. So yeah, positioning yourself before the first single tracks is quite crucial, and yeah, just to make sure you're not behind a slow guy so that the gaps created. So yeah, I think that first single track is gonna be the most important piece of the race.
Super important to get a good start here. It's a few kilometers of open road when you go straight into the paving tracks and single tracks, so I just made sure to stay close to the front. There's a lot of yo-yoing in the single tracks as well, so all of the time like second, third position, just conserving energy and keeping it safe as well.
It was hectic helter-skelter racing as they dived in and out of the single track sections. Philip Bass showing his experience as he took the perfect line and got into the track first.
It's yeah, it sounds like there's quite stiff competition here, but it's always tricky this time of the season. You know, some guys are a bit tired and overcooked, and yeah, you have a few youngsters that are fresh, so you can't really say who's going to be quick on the day, but it's definitely going to be some fierce racing.
Since last weekend we did quite a fast race, so hopefully the legs will be good for this race today. It's short, it's just 2 hours, less than 2 hours. Last year was 2 hours for me. From here it's going to be like hour 50, hour 45. Short, steep hills, quick single track, but it's a very good race here in Steyn City.
I think staying in the probably top 5 is going to be important with that concertina effect, and yeah, see how it plans out, and some really strong lighties coming up, which is awesome to see, and yeah, excited to see how it all plans out.
The lead group was whittled down to 9 riders as they raced to get to the single tracks first. It was also important to maintain momentum out of the corners, as you could lose ground and have to put down the power to close the gap again. That yo-yo effect it's called. The teams with 2 riders were Imbuco, Team Honeycomb and the youngsters Boshoff and de Villiers of Project Dream SA. Bass's teammate Michael Foster, who won last year, was missing from the group. Keegan Bontekoning of Insect Science was the tail gunner in the bunch.
It's definitely going to be full gas from the start. I mean, with the prize money and the competition here, it's really going to be full gas. And on these trails, it's going to be great. Being able to ride on the golf course, I play golf myself, so it's fun to ride on the golf course and see a bit different views on the golf course. So I really enjoyed riding on the golf course.
And through the golf estate, it was almost slippery. So it was, the first bit was tough and fast. First time racing Ride Joburg for probably I think 5 years now, and it's been a long year, last one for the year, and excited to leave it all out there. I think the trails, from what I know, are going to be really exciting. I think it's going to bring quite a tactical aspect to the race, and I think it suits Phil quite well, and maybe Peter with his kick, so I think there's a nice group of guys to race against.
From early on, positioning was also key, and the youngsters, these short races under 2 hours, that's ideal for them. They can really show what they've got and show some potential, and maybe get into a team this time of the year.
In a race as short and as fast as this, a mechanical or a crash can be fatal to a rider's hopes of victory. They had to stay sharp and focused all the way around the course, lots of twists and turns. A problem for Bontekoning, he goes down on a sandy right-hander. Keegan assesses the damage to his bike. He'll have to dig deep to regain contact with that big group up ahead again. And that contains some seriously strong young riders.
Definitely, the youngsters are getting way stronger, way faster. So that's why I said they're definitely in the mix today. We have to look out for them, and it's going to be awesome dicing against all of them.
Yeah, Peter and I love racing together, and today we just had a plan to be in front of all the time and actually not try and spend too much pennies. I was sick the week before this race, so I really had to spend my energy wisely, and Peter and I just tried to stay close to the front but not lift the pace too much.
Bontekoning's fall and the pace reduced the lead group down to 6 riders, 2 from Mbuko, 2 from Honeycomb and Base, and Johan Fourie de Villiers, who was on the front dictating the pace. Now time to shine a light on the elite women. Candice Lill, Sarah Hill, Sam Sanders, Hayley Preen. They were all on the line, ready to give the 50-kilometre Steyn City course a full go.
I remember from last year, even in the mud, it was a very fast race. It's 50k, so it's fast and punchy, and I think you've just got to be on your A game the whole time.
I'm looking forward to it. You know me, I love the single track. I just find my rhythm on it, so I'm looking forward to it. And with the climbs, I'm just more than happy. I thought it was going to be flat, so I'm really happy to hear that there's a bunch of climbing in this track.
So I wanted to get some intensity off the start. I went really hard on the second sort of drag and got away. And then I just wanted to get the intensity in for next weekend, because I know road racing is flat out and then nothing, flat out and nothing. So I practiced a bit of that. Luckily I have a week to adapt to the altitude, so great session for training, and also as a race, fantastic.
Yeah, Candice I don't even think she attacked, she just sort of tightened the screws, and I just knew there's no ways. She's just a different level, world class.
Yeah, I think Sam and I just watched Candice go off the uphill climb, and we were like, okay, she's going. But I probably spent about 30 kilometers with Sam. It was good riding with her.
I had done this week some motor pacing with the road race in mind, and it actually paid off today. I could feel good leg speed. You have to be really technically gifted in order to get around the corners and look ahead. You definitely can't underestimate it.
The course is very fast and very, very punchy. Lots of single track, then short climbs, single track, short climbs. And the course was very dry, so it makes the corners a little bit more tricky. But it was nice having a dry course this year.
Insane that we had the whole race within Steyn City. That is so cool. I only did it last year, the Ride Joburg, for the first time, and then it was really muddy, so we didn't get to experience the trails in their best state. So this year I was just I actually got more and more confident as the race went on. Got used to the terrain, the grip and everything, and by the end I was just loving those corners. The best part for me as a whole was that I could go and commit on all the climbs. So I could go flat out because I knew the recovery was coming. Like, it's not just these long climbs that become a slog. So for me at the end of the year to have a race that feels racy and fun and explosive was so cool.
Good morning and welcome to the Virgin Active Ride Joburg 947 right here at the beautiful Stain City. You can see behind me an absolutely glorious, glorious day. Today is all about the next generation. We've got young kids, we've got old kids, we've got kids doing the 25K, we've got kids doing the 10K. There's 4 smaller races as well, and today is all about them having fun on 2 wheels, getting out there and celebrating what has been an incredible year of cycling. We hope you enjoy the day with us. Let's catch up on the action.
And the action was the next generation of mountain bikers taking on the 25-kilometre half-distance race. In this group of races, the sub-juniors, 13 to 14 years old, and the youth age group, 15 to 16. Of course, the race wasn't restricted to their age groups, but that was the racing element. The number of younger riders in the field has as much to do with parents and families who ride as it does with the exponential growth of mountain biking being offered as a school sport around the country.
Just staying in the slip and doing none of the work, taking it easy, and then breakaway at the end.
Slipped on the last corner and struggled a little bit to get back, but managed to catch the draft, and didn't realize the winner was gonna come past us, and tried hooking onto his wheel, but couldn't catch him.
This is the future of racing in this country. It was great to see such a huge field of riders in the junior races. It holds great promise for the future of mountain biking in South Africa. Credit must go to the parents who encourage their children, and of course to a lot of the driving to and from events. Youth racer Luan Vermeulen finished with the win in 60 minutes and 41 seconds. The first young woman home was Amelie Mulman, who was 24th overall in 1 hour and 7 minutes.
Oh, it was amazing. It was such a tough race. I love this track. We were all racing together for quite a while, and at one point I dropped back a bit to 5th, and then I was thinking to myself, I can't let this slide. So when we reached one of the climbs, I just decided, now is my chance, and actually managed to catch up and overtake them, and then I just kept it for the rest of the way.
What's your secret formula today? What are you going to do to make you go fast today?
Change my gears.
Change your gears?
Into two. And when there's mud, change it.
Yeah.
And then when there's no mud, I'm going to go fast. I'm actually going to win that trophy for myself. I'm going to try and do my best to be going so fast.
Oh, and what do you say to your competition out there? Catch up.
Yes. I hope they have a beautiful ride and enjoy their ride.
Fantastic. Thumbs up. Yeah!
I like that it involves the parents and kids from a young age, from 2 years old. My little one is very small, so it includes them, not just the bigger kids.
Yeah, so we enjoyed it as parents and coming out, and it's a great event, so we really like it.
The best part of my day was probably the cycling. I really enjoyed it. And I'd also say Virgin Active, they are very entertaining.
It was a fantastic day out for the very young kids as well, as they did shorter laps around the golf course. Thumbs up and smiles all round, even under the full face helmets, or pushing bikes up the hills. They just loved it.
I love mountain biking. I love mountain biking so much. She's crazy! You should all do mountain biking.
Back with the men's elite race and the leading group. Base, Du Toit, De Villiers, Boerter and Turlo, as well as Steely, all in a line. They were playing a cagey game of cat and mouse, waiting for someone to make a move. Multiple national champion Base is the most experienced rider in the bunch, and this course suits his skills. A year ago, he had a couple of falls in the rain, and his teammate Foster went on to win the race.
trails here. It sort of caters for everyone, but if you want a challenge, you just up the speed, and yeah, it makes it tricky and super scenic. You know, here in Gauteng, you don't get a lot of that, so it's a treat.
Phil Bass was happy to set the pace on the front, just fast enough to prevent any of his rivals behind from launching an attack. The course though was packed with single track, which made it tough to pass. Without a significantly tough climb, there were few opportunities to make a race-winning move in the first half of the race. It was attritional. Those who had the legs and the hunger to win would last the pace and contest for the victory. Peter de Tooy and his Imbuka Type F teammate Wessel Botha were in a strong position. Seasoned mountain bikers who've had success on this race before, they were content to follow the lines of the leading pair of Bass and Jan-Fourie de Villiers. The honeycomb pair of Jaden Turlo and Swiss guest rider Felix Stühli, who rides for the EF Education Development Team on the road in Europe, were also looking solid at the back of the lead group. A real credit to the course designers for the creative use of the entire Steyn City property. 50 kilometers of varied track and terrain. And don't let anyone tell you Joburg is flat. The short, punchy climbs accounted for around 700 meters of accumulated climbing. There was even a cool technical section, a man-made rock garden. Bass, who spent a couple of weeks racing in Europe recently, was really at home in the rocks. The race, though, came down to a three-way tussle between Bass, Botha and de Villiers.
Yeah, the start was very fast. I was in the front group for most of the time, and from about halfway we were a breakaway of like 8 riders, and through the golf estate it was almost slippery. So it was the first bit was tough and fast, and I put an attack in like 40 kilometers, and we were 3 riders. From there on we just pushed and helped each other to the end. The rock garden was not technical, but you had to concentrate through there, and then from the little single track into the trees were super tight with the handlebars, so you had to concentrate also through there, and we were 3 riders in there, and we just went from there.
You need to concentrate the whole time. It's a lot of left, right, you can't really see where you're going, and it's high speed, so a stupid mistake can cause you a crash easily, and yeah, it's just focus the whole time and following the wheel in front of you.
It was a thrilling dice. De Villiers, the 20-year-old, boldly backing himself against the seasoned pros, Bass and Botha.
Yeah, I actually lifted the pace on the never ender climb, and went into the red a bit there, but I saw the other guys weren't going to counter. They were also a bit on the limit, so coming into the last climb over the bridge, we saw Phil was a bit back, and then I knew it was going to be me and Johan, and he tried to attack when I countered him on the grass, and I could see I got a gap quite fast, and then just a nice run into the finish, and always happy to win solo. Yeah, no, it is a super fast day of racing. Luckily, a lot drier than last year. I think that helped a lot with a fast pace, but the dry conditions also made it super slippery. You had to watch on the corners, and just happy to make it safely through the race as well.
I couldn't believe I was in second. I saw Philip just behind me, so I had to push really hard just to hold on. But when I saw the finish, it was a big relief.
94.7 mountain bike race is a cool race to finish the season. For me it's ideal, it's close to home, and I think it's similar for a lot of other riders, and still got the road race, so that's another highlight, and then it's another small holiday. I was left out there in the front on my own, but good fast racing, positive racing, and I've been off the bike for a week or two having some lekker holiday, and I paid for it today, but third is podium, and that's good for the team.
The men's elite podium, a wonderful mix of youth and experience. Wessel Botha's winning time, 1 hour 42 minutes and 1 second. A hugely impressive ride by Jan-Fourie de Villiers of Project Dream SA, as he was 51 seconds back and ahead of the multiple South African champion Philip Bass. Jaden Turlo and Swiss guest rider Felix Stühli completed the top 5. Keegan Bodjikuding rode hard to claim 6th place ahead of youngsters Ernie Roots and Jordan Boshoff. Klala Lisani and Debele closed out the top 10. Now back to the women's elite race.
Yeah, such a cool atmosphere here. I could hear you guys from way down the bottom, so that was a nice little motivation. And yeah, obviously just coming around the corner here, everyone watching. It's always nice to win a race and on home soil in South Africa, and here all the people out enjoying the day. It's fantastic.
Yeah, super fast, flowy, and it's actually really hard. The last 10 Ks is pretty much drag all the way up. So if you've spent your pennies, yeah, you die a little. You know, obviously you always want to win, but considering the field, I'm super stoked with coming second. Fritz Pienaar and his team do an incredible job always with the route. It's short, but it's really tough and challenging, but so much fun, and the atmosphere is just incredible.
Yeah, she kind of pushed it a bit up a climb, and then I lost it. I thought I could maybe catch up on the flats a bit, and then she broke away from me. I think the altitude got to me a bit, and yeah, then solo to the finish.
So cool to see a lot of little girls and young women coming up. I raced another race with Tyler Jacobs. She's 19. Unfortunately, she wasn't here this weekend. But yeah, from her to Hayley to Danielle Strydom, Tiffany Keep, there's so many young riders coming up, and it's great to see.
Candice Lill's winning time 1 hour 59 minutes and 21 seconds. Sam Sanders was just over 4 minutes back and 5 minutes ahead of third place Cape Town rider Hayley Perrine. Sarah Hill took 4th. The younger generation Candice was referring to, represented by Caitlin Mee, Lillian Baber and Carly Skeepers, all juniors, all inside the top 10. While the racing elites garner much of the headlines, the Virgin Active 947 Ride Joburg Mountain Bike Weekend is really a race and a ride for absolutely everyone, and they turned out in big numbers.
Yeah, man, this is a great race. It's always about fun. So the guys have come out in numbers. You can see PBC, Bugan is here. All the cycling clubs are here. We're here to have fun. The experience is exactly that. We just want to have fun.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the Ride Joburg Mountain Bike 50 kilometers at Steyn City. We're Ford and we are proud to be part of this event.
I do enjoy this race, and I can't miss it. When the year starts, I know Steyn City is part of my calendar. So yeah, well done Steyn. 94.7 Joburg Virgin Active, and yeah.
Steyn City couldn't be happier. I must be honest, we have had an incredible day here at Steyn City. The trails are looking immaculate. The rider feedback is phenomenal. The men's winner just said now that never ender is a little tough, but that's what we try and do. Create some excitement out there. It's beautiful out there today.
Of that, there was no doubt. A perfect day for riding mountain bikes, and a great reward for those who'd ridden a year ago when rain and mud played havoc with the race. Whether it was the 25 or 50k race or even the 10k, there was something for everyone to enjoy. Smooth cement golf cart tracks, rocky unmanicured rough terrain, and of course kilometres of stunningly built single track that kept the riders engaged all the way around the race.
Realise how much single track there is. Geez, it's only the second time I've done it, but there's a lot of single track, a lot of climbing. You get to the bottom of the hill and then it's climbing all the way up again. So I'm a little bit shattered. I think we've got about 8 or 9 k's to go. A little bit of Coke to help with the sugar levels, and hopefully we'll get back in the next 30-35 minutes.
Hey, it's hot, man. We're enjoying the heat. We just need to be in our Speedos on the beach.
No, not with you.
Doing the 50 kilometers here, 947. What an absolute beaut of a track. It is super awesome, hot, but we're loving it. See you in the next time, guys. Enjoy.
I think I'm a bit surprised at the moment.
Still got 10 k's to go at the last water point, and congrats to everyone that's doing it this year. I'm sure it feels a lot tougher this year.
We are very excited to be back at the incredible Steyn City for the Virgin Active 947 Ride Joburg mountain bike event that happens the week before the road event each year. There's a reason why we're coming back to this place. They've got an awesome 50-kilometer mountain bike network, everything built in Steyn City. I just want to thank everybody coming out, and as you can see, the crowds are full, the beer gardens are full. We can't wait to see you back next year. We've got some incredible things lining up for next year, and we'll definitely be back at Steyn City.
Yeah, I'm so happy today. It was such a great event. We needed a bit of a break after last year's terrible weather and the COVID restrictions before that, and we got it today. It was a great elite field, a lot of people participating, amazing weather. All over, we're just thankful. Thankful for the participants, thankful for the sponsors, the support, the venue from Steyn City, and yeah, just to everyone that participated today.
What a great day of entertainment, excitement. The vibe was next level. A big shout out and thank you to everybody here in Johannesburg, those of you that came along and enjoyed the day with us and enjoyed the weekend with us. Remember, next weekend we go racing again, and that of course is the Virgin Active 947 Ride Joburg on the road. It's going to be absolutely phenomenal. We cannot wait to see you then.
That was the 2023 Virgin Active 947 Ride Joburg mountain bike.